global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Right now, Peter Obi is in a very tense situation, a tight corner, if you permit me to use those words, as unfortunately, events that are unfolding is such that requires his quick reactions and quick actions. Some few hours ago, it was Aisha Yusufu saying that, look, they're about to set Peter Obi up, and if he's not careful, he may likely be falling into it. Right now, it looks like Peter Obi is in a situation where he has to speak his mind over a lot of things. And what is going viral right now is a picture, a photograph of Peter Obi's son, quote and unquote, his son, in Biafra attire, stepping on Nigerian flag. Talking about a nationalist, talking about a Nigerian politician, a philanthropist, a businessman who even Arawa have decided to pitch their tent with, and the whole of Nigerians are speaking for him. Even though there have been quarters and people asking questions, if Afars and Imams are asking questions that where would he put Biafra agitation if eventually he emerges as Nigerian, and they wouldn't want Nigeria to break up or Biafra to leave, and all that. But they have been countering such allegations, saying Peter Obi is a nationalist, is coming to make Nigeria work, and all of a sudden a viral photograph of his son stepping on Nigerian flag and unfortunately wearing Biafran uniform. Let's quickly go into the news to find out how his team reacted to this very viral photograph. Honestly, is bruising the internet right now. Oh God, I just hope he's going to manage this whole situation. And very quickly, let's find out. But before we do that, like and subscribe to our channel. Click on the red subscribe button and the bell notification icon to get both subscribed and notified. Let's go through into the news. The Director General of Peter Obi's presidential campaign organization, Dr. Doyin Okupe, has reacted to a photograph circulating on the social media said to be that of the son of the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi. The reaction of the former presidential spokesman was contained in a series of tweets as at some few hours ago. The photograph shows a young, fair in complexion man wearing a t-shirt with the color of Biafra and stepping on the Nigerian flag. Those who sent the photograph out said Obi's alleged son, whose name was not mentioned, was showing the indigenous people of Biafra in them. The write-up that came with this photograph said this is Peter Obi's son. The IPOB, that's indigenous people of Biafra in them, is further confirmed by the clothes he wore and marching on our green, white, green flag. And the same father is campaigning to rule Nigeria. That was what the photograph picture carried as a message. Reacting, Okupe said, this is not Peter Obi's son. No amount of falsehood would dampen the current wave of support for Peter Obi. See what they are sharing in the north to scare people from Peter Obi. This is exactly the pictures that are going on round about so many platforms, round about the northern elite, making it look so as if that even if Peter Obi is claiming to be a nationalist, his son is actually more of a Biafran and who does not believe in the unity of Nigeria. And now his campaign team, his media spokesperson has said, look, come on guys, this is definitely not Peter Obi's son. And if you're claiming that it's his son, what's his name? There's no name to it. They just pick one random looking guy. See, more is to come. This is campaign period. Everything is possible. Guys, all is fair in politicking in Nigeria. All is fair. Peter Obi may need to have. It's good to note that the Okupe did not let this lie low. He had to come very quickly to debunk this, because in campaigning period, electioneering period, all is fair. Everything is possible. They can use anything against you, but let's hope that this doesn't fly too high. And they all said it because of the way Peter Obi is going on full-fledged as now. A lot of things have been thrown at him right now, and I hope that he has very thick skin. Let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. Let's see if Nigerians actually believe Okupe, which is the spokesperson to the Peter Obi media's campaign team, or do they believe the picture, whose name is not even there, but is supposedly Peter Obi's son, allegedly so? This one here is saying, this is really wonderful. So no amount of blackmail will stop a moving train. Obedient, we move. Another person here is saying, he's not Peter Obi's son now. Okay, another person here is saying, this Peter Obi's son doesn't he has a name? You people should stop letting everyone to fool you people. Be wise, Nigerians. Okay, that's another one. Another person here said the enemies of good governance are trying to discredit Peter Obi, but they will surely fail. And that person here said he's one of the APC hired thugs wearing Biafran flag. I laugh in Swahili. This one here is saying, no, point of correction, it is not APC's highest thugs, it's actually PDP, whichever. This one here is saying Peter Obi has his life to live, and his son has his own life to live. Whichever way his son chooses to live his life has nothing to do with his father. Do you understand that? Okay, that's another way of seeing it. Okay, that's another way of saying it. And that person here is saying, I won't be surprised if tomorrow these people bring up picture of Shekau and says he is also Obi's brother-in-law. This is getting comical. Another person here say this is not Peter Obi's son. Many people know the boy. You hardly see the boy around. So gentle and humble son. And that person is saying it is fake. That is not Peter Obi's son. Please, those who know him know him. And that person here is saying this is cheap blackmail. We have passed this stage. And I tell you, look, I don't really need to be in Peter Obi's campaign team, but everything is possible, right? And judging the way the kind of person Peter Obi is over the years, you will agree with me that that's his son. And that if he will be able to allow his son really as a person to be walking up and down showing solidarity, he will give that guy enough. Go to Harvard, go and learn. If you don't have anything, go to Open Worker, go and learn trade. He will so stock the guy with so much to learn and to read that he may not really have so much time, all right, to do a lot of socializing. Look at the wife when the daughter was getting married. He was very simple in his dressing. He didn't break the bank. He just did a normal wedding. People were like, this is ex-governor for crying out loud. Your father is a billionaire. Why is he? He was very simplistic, and such. If you watch how disciplined, except you didn't grow up from a very disciplined family. If you grew up in a disciplined family, you agree with me that if you watch how disciplined Peter Obi as a person is, if you ever watch the video where Father Mbaka insisted that Peter Obi must give him money on adoration ground, he didn't drop shish. And he told him there to his face, hey, Father Mbaka, I've told you before, if you need money, come to my office. Show me a project where I can invest in. Up till now, I've not gotten any skeleton or proposal from you. He stood his ground regardless of the embarrassment. That kind of father is the one that will just allow his son to just be moving up and down. You don't have a life. He will just discommunicate you. Looking at that kind of person, you will just know. Have you ever seen the daughters or any of his children on social media trying to be forming a celebrity alert? They don't. Such men will not even permit it. They live a quiet life, and you will just know. Of course, he has a right to choose whatever. As a grown adult, he has a right to choose either to belong to Biafra or Nigeria. But I don't see Peter Obi ever stepping on a Nigerian flag. At least, no matter the disrespect, has not gotten to that level. That's what we're going to wrap it up. What's your take? Do you believe this is fake Peter Obi's son, that is a cheap blackmail coming from opposition parties? Or do you think maybe it's truly Peter Obi's son? But this is just what we call damage control.